Happy New Year. Welcome back. My name is Flo and this is Financial Flow. I'm here to inspire and be inspired in all things personal finance. So in my last long video, I went over my goals for 2024 and 2025. But I forgot a few things. So I have since made updates. Also, I mentioned in the previous video that I had already started working towards some of these things. I was just being more intentional, writing everything down, being specific. So I wanted to update you guys on my progress so far as savings, bank bonuses, all of those things I said I was going to do. What I haven't done yet is calculate the compound interest for December. That will probably hit my account within the next few days or so. So in another video, I'll also see how much interest I gained from December to January. But anyway, for this video, we're looking at my goals as they are, my goals as they've changed, and what's been completed so far. Okay, so far, and really quickly, it's very faint at the top. I don't know if you can see it, but I wrote in the totals that I had initially, and it was over $60,000. Don't know if I'm going to be able to achieve that, but you know, let's reach for the sky, right? You'll land among the stars or something like that. Whatever the saying is, dream big, they say. Anyway, so first thing, before I get into what I've already completed, I want to add a couple of changes. So nails, this has now been reduced to $900. Savings, that's there, but it's not really on the list anymore because I don't have a set goal in mind. I just want to save all the things. But I did forget to put aside money for taxes, for federal taxes and state taxes. If you live in a state that doesn't do state income tax, I want to be where you are. But unfortunately, on top of property tax and everything else, I still have to pay state income taxes and federal income taxes. So to get this number, which is an estimate, I just Googled an tax estimator calculator, and I just put in the numbers I had from my leave and earnings statement for the year, and it gave me a rough estimate about $1,500 that I might owe in federal taxes. So the goal every year for me is to not owe anything. I don't want a refund either. It's always to get to zero. That's the goal. In doing so, that means that I don't owe the IRS any money, always a good thing, but also that I got my money throughout the year and it's been used by me, because the IRS holding on to your money doesn't earn any interest. You can't invest it. You can't do anything with it. They just have your money till you get it back once a year at tax time. I don't want that to happen. I want my money to come to me when I get paid throughout the year so I can use it then. So I'm setting aside money just in case I didn't pay enough in taxes or have enough deductions. I just want to have that money there. So those two have been added to the list. Now, the great part, we're going to pull out a handy dandy highlighter here. I also have some little trackers that I made for myself that I can color in. But just really quickly for this list, I'll just show you all what's been finished. And as I said, I started some of this around the same time that I wrote this. I had already had money saved for these things. This is just me being intentional, and you guys holding me accountable. So these are all the things that are finished: games, music, books, Patreon 1 and 2, Crunchyroll, Netflix, Disney, Kindle Unlimited. The only thing left in the entertainment category is date night at $1,000, but that's not a priority. I don't have to rush to save that up. That is definitely a nice to have. And I just want to clarify, I've only saved for 2024 so far, even though I did highlight across here. If I save 2025 as well, I'll save the rest of the way. And what I did here on the end is just a total amount, in case I wanted to go ahead and double up on something like these smaller ones. I could potentially do that. But so completed seeking funds. Almost everything in entertainment is done because those were the smallest amounts that I had. The only thing left is date night, not a priority. So moving up to more important things, AAA, registration for the year, gas for the year is fully funded, phone for the year is fully funded, and I have Mint Mobile So it actually cost me less than $500 for the whole year. So this is actually for next year. This is going from like December 2024 to December 2025. So this is actually truly for next year, but I have to pay it this year for next year, if that makes sense. Okay, and so the next thing, renter's insurance, and then this annual fee. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. We'll do a squiggly line. What I was meaning to do was the federal taxes. I have also done that as well. So new addition to the list, but it's coming due sooner rather than later. So I wanted that to be a priority. The next priority would be the state taxes, which will also be due around the same time if I owe any. So what I have here is just the little sheet that I made for myself, that's broken down in increments that I can use to track how far I am based on my check, because all of these amounts aren't just clean amounts where it's just 100 or 20 or 50 or whatever. Like this one here for Disney is $13. So if I have $100 left over in my budget and I apply some here, then I can only do $100 worth, which is going to be a little wonky, which is why it's not a clean tracker, but it just gives me an idea of how far I am towards the goal, which makes it a little bit easier to determine for which goal I'm going to apply some funding, because it's like, oh, I'm almost done. Let me just go ahead and knock that out. So this is a good visual for me to do that. So don't really have to worry about that on this particular page. This one I built for those smaller amounts. And since I had so much space at the bottom, I just added the federal taxes here and the state taxes here. But with what I just went over from this list, let's see, Disney, Netflix, phone, and renter's insurance are all completed now. And federal taxes has also been set aside. This number across the top was just that bottom number summed up in case I wanted to make 10 increments towards it. It was about $289 per column for this group here. Like I said, state taxes was an afterthought, so it's down here at the bottom, but it is the priority, so I'm working towards that. So other than that, one thing I forgot, this page would have been completed. The larger amounts are on another tracker, and it doesn't have all this at the bottom, so I use it to break down my check to say, all right, if I have $500 to save, where can I put this money based on what blocks I have open and things of that nature. If you'd like to see that more in detail, I can walk you guys through that. Just let me know in the comments. But for right now, we have one page that's full, minus state taxes. But again, that's my next priority, along with my car insurance and my car property tax for the year. And then I'll be working towards those other goals that are already ongoing and that I've started contributing to. And one last thing, I said I was going to update you on bank bonuses. So I've done a few shorts going over whether or not I deem a bank bonus to be worth it. One of the few that has actually been worth it since I started doing the breakdown has been Truist Bank, their checking account bonus, where you put in, I believe it's $1,000 and you get 300 back. I actually did set that up. So once I receive my bonus, I will give my feedback on the process, on the ease, on how quickly they pay out, all of those things. But right now I'm in the process of making the deposits in order to receive the bonus. Because once that's completed, that will also go towards one of these goals. I believe I have it set to go towards the moving goal. So that'll be the $1,000 that I saved plus the 300 from the bank bonus. And that I think will complete moving once that's completed. And the estimate for that is around like March or so. So once that happens, that'll clear that up. So that's nothing, moving isn't going to be a category that I'm actively contributing to because it's it already has a bank bonus that's going towards that. As other bank bonus offers come up, I'll review them to see whether or not they're worth it. I actually have a deeper review that I do personally, other than the, 1 minute, is it worth it breakdown that I do. So once I say yay or nay, the interest rate is even worth it, then I look at the fine print and all those other details and then act accordingly. So I say all that to say, we're on our way. We've started several based on what I was already saving. We've made some changes here. And actually, now that I think about it, because this has been reduced and it had already been started, this is also completed for the year. So go ahead and mark that as well. So now there's one less thing to worry about, and I can focus on these 3 priorities that I have. So I almost forgot to count how much I saved with you guys. So for the ones that have been completed for 2024, we have the annual fee, federal taxes, renter's insurance, phone bill, gas, registration. Let's see, where are we? AAA, my nails, Kindle Unlimited, Disney, Netflix, Crunchyroll, Patreon 1 and 2, books, music, and games. So far towards my goal, I have saved $5,985. So that's just as of January 1st. I know I'm supposed to be saving $62,000, so let's just see what the difference is, just for giggles. $56,300 to go. Yay. Okay, well, that's depressing. All right, we're gonna try. We're gonna do what we can. I don't know what I was thinking when I made these numbers, but here we are. Yay, go team. Okay, bye.